Ben Meadows from Phillips Middle School, North Carolina, and I'm here interviewing
Assistant Chief Leo Vereen, Chapel Hill Police Department. And I am over the Operations Division, which consists of all the field units that go out and do things with the public. Investigations, the patrol officers, narcotics advice, community services, is what falls under my division.
So, to start things off, what is the main weapon that police officers carry?
We carry a Glock 40 caliber. We like the weapon. We've had it for approximately 20 years now. Our supervisors, our firearms instructors, tested it prior to us getting it, and since receiving the weapon, transitioned into it. Well, let me back up. Initially, we had the 9mm, and then we transitioned to the 40 caliber. And it's been a weapon that has served us, or a brand that has served us well over the years. And we will probably keep this weapon for a number of years unless there's some kind of malfunction that occurs with the weapon.
Who supplies you with these weapons?
Right now, we're getting our weapons through a vendor in Raleigh called Lawman's. They are a law enforcement supply company. I shouldn't say law enforcement only. They are a first responders, fire, EMS. They supply equipment for all those agencies. What we have to do is we submit a bid when we get ready to purchase new equipment, and typically the three lowest bids we have to select from those, then one of those from the three lowest bidders to get new equipment.
How often are weapons in the police department replaced with better or more technologically advanced ones?
It depends on what's on the market, the testing that's been done on those, the reviews that other departments have provided reference those weapons, and then how those particular weapons or technology fit into how we police for our community. One of those things I'd say is like the taser. They had been out, they're called conducted energy weapons. They've been on the market for a number of years, and a lot of police agencies had used them. Well, we decided not to go with them immediately because we wanted to see how what the history was with them, how the public responded to them. And we tested them starting out with 3 or 4 at a time. And then we saw that, well, they worked pretty good. We conducted the training, and then we ordered some additional. So we typically will start out with a test sampling, 4 or 5, whatever it may be, and then we will see how that works before we do a mass purchase.
Is it difficult to adjust to newer police technology?
I would say yes, because we're humans, and humans don't like a lot of change. So what we typically do when we have some new technology coming on is we will get input initially before we purchase it. So we get a test unit to come here, get officers to look at it, review it, provide comments, touch it, feel it before we purchase it. Once we purchase it, or prior to purchasing, and at arriving, we will have some additional information sent out to start having officers become more familiar with the equipment. And then once it comes, we conduct a training on it. Of course, we always have to have a policy on how it's going to be utilized. And if there's a certification, we have to certify those officers to utilize it. And then it's put into utilization. So getting people just used to a new piece of equipment, its capabilities, and how we're going to allow them to use it is the transition and getting people used to it.
Is there any negatives of getting new technology?
Yes, there I would say, because we try as hard as we can to think about what negatives may be. We get information from other agencies, law enforcement agencies that have used equipment, their lessons learned, so we don't reinvent the wheel, or we don't fall victim to the same things that they had. So there are some negatives. We try to get as much subject matter expert information on the new technology to alleviate as many negatives as we can when we go to new technology. One of the things that we did about 3 years ago is we transitioned to a new type of in-car camera system. Works very well. One of the things that we found out though is because the unit itself is mounted into the mirror, and so it adds additional weight to the mirror, and some of the mirrors have fallen off of the windshield, pulled away from the windshield just because of the weight. When they sit out in the hot sun all day long, the glue loosens up a little bit, and we've had to use a different type bonding agent to secure them to the windshield. So that could be a negative in that manner.
Thank you. That's all, and have a great day.
All right, thank you for coming by. Wish you the best in your competition.
Thank you.